Good evening, Mark. This is your classmate, Brandy, responding to your discussion board. Well, actually, Mark, if you can hear or can relate to my voice, and my voice may sound familiar. We actually work together. You work in CAS, I work in grad. So, kind of transferring students. Yeah, that's where we have interfaced before. So it's nice to know, or when I saw your name, I was like, oh, cool. Like, I'll definitely comment on Mark's. Now, I do like how you phrased everything as far as your post went. Very clean, concise, to the point. And so one thing I'd like to point out about your post is the fact that your examples you've used. I'm all about examples and evidence and proof. So, when you tied in like Abraham, Moses, Jesus, all, different characters or people rather in the Bible, not characters, forgive me, Lord, but people in the Bible that had gone through emotional distresses. I appreciated that you shared that because not a lot of people know that. Whether you're a Christian, whether you're not, like, not a lot of people know that. So me and you, we're on the same board. I knew that. But one thing I'd like to point out that at least one part that stood out to me was when you had mentioned or said, one thing that human services professionals need to understand and are able to discern is the source of the emotional distress the people we counsel are experiencing. Now, that one stood out to me the most because I think it reflects on how we are as human services professionals for our clients, but also for ourselves. I think once we, and I feel like I've said this before, where when we become a better selves for ourselves, then we become better for others. And so being aware of how we act, being aware of our emotional distresses and where they come from, and then how to take care of that is very essential, especially in the field of human services. And once we do that for ourselves, we can then turn do it for our clients. So one citation that kind of stood out to me with that point was from an article written by Tan and Castillo, published in 2014. The article is called Self-Care and Beyond, a Brief Literature Review from a Christian's Perspective, published by the Journal of Psychology and Christianity. Now, in that article, it actually states, this is a scholarly article as well, it states that professional and personal self-care involves ongoing self-awareness, active self-assessment, and the use of helpful self-care strategies. To where, again, doesn't have to be for a professional standpoint, it can be for a personal standpoint, which I think ties in both occupation and like your own self-care plans. And so once we are aware of our distresses, I think that's where it starts. When we are not aware or maybe even in denial, that's where the problems lie. And so, like you said in here, it is best to discern as the Lord has given us discernment, and how discerning the source of, which is the origin, emotional distress for the people we counsel. And I think that ties into how we do it for ourselves. So Mark, it's been a pleasure writing about your post. I'm sure I'll transfer you like sometime this week, a student. But it was nice to get to know you through your post, and I hope to at least, comment on another one in the future. All right, Mark, have a good one. Bye.